Hello everybody and happy Sunday. It's Connor and Pete from Cinity Gaming. Pete is back.
Yeah, sorry, I was on holiday.
How did you enjoy your holiday?
Well, it was alright.
Well, did you enjoy your holiday? Not how did you enjoy it?
Average, whatever.
Okay, fair enough then. Anyway, this is Sunday the 17th of August and yeah, we've got some games coming out this week and also Gamescom was last week as well. So we've got a little bit of news from that, not too much.
Well, there goes my vocal cords.
We're not really giving as much like E3 coverage as we did. Anyway, Sunday the 17th of August 2014, 1 week to die, or 7 days to die as it's actually known. It's coming out for the PC, Mac and Linux. That's coming out on Steam. Tuesday the 19th of August, we've got Hotline Miami coming out on the PS4. That's rated an 18. We've got Diablo 3 Ultimate Evil Edition. That's coming out for the Xbox One, PS4 and Xbox 360. That might be the PS3 as well, but I didn't see it listed anywhere. And that's rated a 16. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare for PS4 and PS3. But to be honest, I have to say that's probably going to be better than the next COD. So, yeah, that's rated a 7. It's for kids. So, that shouldn't be too bad. On Tuesday, we've got Tales of Exilia 2.
You can tell I was
coming out for PS3. That's rated a 16. PS3 exclusive, I'll have you know as well.
All these Japanese games go on the PS3.
I don't know. Maybe Sony have some sort of Japanese
Sony isn't Sony Japanese, is it?
No, they're German, aren't they? Are they German?
Of course they're German.
Nintendo's Japanese.
Oh, I don't know.
Sword Art. I'm going to go Sword Art. Sword Art Online Hollow Fragment, and also Sword Art Online Infinity Moment for the PS Vita. I think that might be DLC. I'm not entirely sure though. And on Thursday. Oh wait, what? No, sorry, that's not supposed to be there. I should have deleted that one. Ignore that one.
Surgeon Simulator.
That came out last week.
Oh.
I apologise. Sorry about that. Anyway, I have a few things to say just before I hand you over to Pete. First of all, we mentioned might have been part 53 of Let's Play The Sims 3 about what our plans would be for when The Sims 4 comes out. You'll be delighted to know that we've come up with a plan so that we can still do Sims 3 and The Sims 4.
We're going to alternate.
Yes, we're going to alternate between each one each week.
What an idea.
So, apart from the first few weeks of The Sims 4 coming out, where we're going to have it all The Sims 4, we are going to have 1 week The Sims 4, 1 week The Sims 3, 1 week The Sims 4, 1 week The Sims 3. We hope you like that idea.
Yeah, I think we come a bit
At
too
the
far,
moment, we don't have all the time on our hands to do The Sims 4 and The Sims 3 every week.
Yeah,
so
just alternate.
Pete come up with that idea.
Thank
Pete
you.
comes up with a lot of good ideas, to be honest.
I don't. That's the only good idea I've ever
You
had.
have come up with a good idea. You come up with Achievement Rage,
Oh, yeah.
which we're going to start
That
filming
was just
soon.
that was just top of the head on the bus. Idea.
Well, that was a good idea that you came up with on the bus. Anyway, another thing as well, today is going to be, or this CGN rather, is going to be the last ever video with our current intro. From tomorrow on Minecraft Resource Spotlight, we have got a brand new intro that we're going to be putting into the videos. We've also designed a new YouTube, Facebook, and well, we don't use Twitter, but we've also designed a Twitter banner as well. We've designed banners for everything we use, and we're going to put those up. We've changed the end of Pete Fails Let's Plays and Let's Plays The Sims 3 slightly as well, where you might remember we had the Cinity Gaming screen with a little picture of the previous episode, which we never ever hyperlinked to the previous episode. We're going to try our best to do that now, and it's a redesigned screen as well, so it looks a lot nicer. Anyway, I'll hand you over to Pete for some news, although I have got a bit of I want to intervene a bit in it as well. So I'll see you in a few minutes and I'll hand you to Pete.
If you have allergies to extreme boring commentary, then I advise you turn it off right now because it's me coming up. Yeah. Oh, big news! It's the big red screen.
This is possibly one of the most important things we will have ever mentioned in CGN.
Yeah, I hadn't heard about this until a couple of minutes ago, really.
Yeah.
But, yeah, basically what happened there was this massive... I'll tell you about it now. It was recently discovered that a fan created a Minecraft convention, Minorama.
Minorama.
Is is most likely a scam. The convention was set up last year and is due to take place, and it was due to take place last month, but it didn't, and the organiser stated that it had been postponed to a later date. Just a few days ago, though, the website and Twitter account created for the event were taken down, leaving little evidence for the event's existence. So far, the organisers have taken more than $500,000 in ticket sales, which has left thousands of people feeling pretty damn beeped off with them, and ripped off as well. People who did buy tickets for this event should contact their bank or credit card company immediately.
Yeah, this is absolutely disgusting what these people have done. Whoever you are, you should be ashamed of yourselves. This is basically ripping off gamers, to be honest. At the moment, it certainly looks like that this is a scam event. They recently did take the website down that they'd created, and the Twitter page also went down. However, I think somebody has remade a Twitter account with the same name and is like posting stuff about it, saying like, "Oh, this is a scam event" and stuff. And yeah, it's quite a lot of people a bit naffed off with them. I would have written a lot more on here, but I didn't really want to bombard you with text, so I've decided instead to bombard you with talking. Anyway, I'm no financial expert, but if you did buy tickets, and if you live in the UK, which as far as I'm aware, the majority of people who bought tickets for this don't, contact your credit card companies if you paid by credit card, because you should be able to get a full refund for it. That's not the case if you paid by debit card. Normally if you pay by debit card, it's up to your bank whether if they give you the money back or not. Some banks are kind like that and will do that. Some don't, as they aren't legally obliged to do so. However, credit card companies are. So if you're ever buying stuff like this online again, use a credit card. Although it seems like credit cards have a lot of downsides to them, such as you can get into debt, they can actually save you back as well.
How much was the ticket for this, by the way?
$150 per ticket.
$150.
That would also put me off as well, because no way would ticket prices be that expensive for an exhibition like this.
What's that in English money? Like about 80 quid or something?
Maybe even more. It might be 100 quid or something.
Bloody hell.
I mean, if you think about it, the most expensive event is E3, and that's because that's a trade fair.
I can understand that.
E3 is only for video games industry experts, so you have to be working in the industry to get to E3. Members of the public aren't allowed to go unless they're invited by like Microsoft or Sony as part of a competition or something. But yeah, tickets are never usually that expensive. If you're looking at exhibitions like EGX, which used to be Eurogamer, you're looking at about 15 quid a ticket.
Yeah, that's just $150. I don't think there's any way that's genuine.
If we hear any more about this, we will let you know, because this is quite a big topic.
Well, hopefully you'll get some answers in the days to come, and I hope as many as possible of you get money back, because that is pretty...
Hopefully most of you pay by credit cards, and hopefully it's the same in America, where you'll get your money back.
That is pretty damn disgusting, I think. Anyway, on a slightly lighter
This is
topic,
from Gamescom, these next two bits.
Yeah, Xbox One digital pre-orders is the title. Last week at Gamescom, Microsoft announced that digital pre-orders and pre-downloads are to be added to their Xbox One system. This new feature will allow users to pay for and download the upcoming title before it is actually released. Meaning that as soon as the title is released, it can be played instantly without having to wait for it to download and stuff, which is wonderful. Maybe, I don't know. I'll try it out. The first games set to allow pre-downloads are Forza Horizon 2 and FIFA 15, which are pretty near, I think. Not all games will allow pre-downloads, and it is up to the publisher of the game whether they will allow it. So, yeah, hopefully, I'm pretty sure the majority of publishers will let that be the case, but I don't know. Yeah, something else from whatever Colin just said. This is Share Play coming to PS4. I have absolutely no idea about any of this, so sorry, but I'm reading it.
I'm not an expert with it either. It was confusing me a bit as well.
I don't really understand what this means. Last week at Gamescom, Sony confirmed that they promoted Share Play feature.
Promised.
Sorry, what did I say?
Promoted.
Oh, sorry. that they're oh, for God's sake.
It kind of was promoted as well. But
that their promised share play feature that was promoted, will be hitting PS4 consoles this autumn. Share play was originally revealed at PS4's unveiling way back when, in like the dark ages of February 2013, and it is a feature that allows players to pass control of their game to another remote user over the internet, which is pretty snazzy. This feature won't be available to players who don't even own the game. However, they can only use the feature for an hour at a time, and both players must be subscribed to PlayStation Plus. It's not yet known when PlayShare will be launched, however, probably, sometime soon.
I'm not quite sure whether if this is something where it's like you say to your friend, right, I need to go out, can you carry on with my game for me? Or is it I'm not sure if it's something like basically an online split screen.
I don't know.
Where I don't know. It's not the article I read about it and rewrote. It wasn't very clear.
Kind of reminds me of like Windows Remote Assistance because we
it does a bit. I've had to use that quite a bit with helping you with your computer.
I've had troubles, yeah. Anyway, anything else? Oh, that's it.
Oh yeah. Also, I forgot to say we'll be uploading our new intro to our Facebook page later. So if you want to have a look at our new intro before it's actually released on Monday or tomorrow, then go ahead to our Facebook page. Just go onto our channel, and there's a link at the top in the banner, and you can go and look at it there.
And if you want to have your dinner before it's already cooked, you can't because your mum's not finished with it. I don't know why the hell I said that, but I was giving another example.
Okay.
Yeah, see you later, viewers. And